Hi, I'm Anna. I write, produce, and host my own show on YouTube called Lovely Lady Cakes. There I make simple how-to desserts for you guys. And today I'm going to be making a chai tea cupcake with honey ginger frosting. It's going to be delicious. Let's get to making it. Okay, what you're gonna need is a saucepan. We're moving over to the stove because we'll be adding our milk. And then I have loose leaf black tea, adding about half in here. At home, I make tons of cookies all the time, and I've noticed that when I make my shortbread cookies, I add a little bit of the loose tea in the batter, because then when it bakes off, not only does the house smell delicious, but when you're eating it, that savory taste comes out. It's really, really yummy. All right, then we'll use our cardamom pods and our fennel. All right, next I've got some fresh ginger. I'm using a microplane and just grating this over it. Fresh ginger is my favorite. I put it in my tea a lot. Makes you feel really good. Okay, turning it on a medium-high heat, mixing it all up, and we're gonna let this simmer now for about 30 seconds. All the ingredients that we just put in this pot while it's simmering turns it into chai tea. It's really cool. So I'm gonna turn off the flame and let it steep for a good 5 minutes. So while that's steeping, let's move over to our dry ingredients. I have some flour in a bowl. I'll be adding salt, some baking powder, and some cinnamon. All right, pour all that in there, grab you a whisk, and we just want to incorporate all those ingredients. All right, looking good. Next, we need to cream our butter. I like to use room temperature so it makes it a lot easier, but if you haven't had time to sit it out and let it get soft, it's okay. Just like to mix it up a little bit. All right, you see it's kind of breaking up. Next, we'll be adding sugar, and this is the creaming method. We're adding the sugar in, and we want to blend this for about 2 to 3 minutes until it looks like light and fluffy. Incorporating the air into it. Let's see. Alrighty, that looks great. All right, so next we're gonna start with our wet ingredients. I've got some eggs here. We're cracking eggs. 4 whole eggs, right on in. Beautiful. But wait, I have 2 more eggs left. That's because we actually need the yolks right into this bowl. But wait, we didn't separate them. I've got a great tip for you. Using a water bottle, I will be separating the egg yolk. Oh my goodness. Bloop. Right on in, let's do it again. Bloop. Okay, so next we'll be adding our vanilla right on into those eggs. Okay, so now what we need to do is actually come back to our pot because we're going to be straining those seeds right over the eggs. Smells really good. Okay, next we've got our wet ingredients, we've got our dry ingredients. So what I'm going to do is alternate those ingredients in with our butter. I like to do this so it doesn't splatter all over yourself. Make a mess in the kitchen. Beautiful. Second round. I'm doing it in about 3 parts because I want all the ingredients to incorporate really well. So pretty. I love baking. This is just so therapeutic to me. Beautiful, look at it go. Voila, beautiful. Now I'm gonna get my muffin tins. I have lined them with brown, cute little cupcake liners. And then I'm just gonna plop in the chai dough with my ice cream scoop, 3/4 of the way full, because the baking powder will actually make them rise. It's gonna look really nice. And you don't wanna overfill it, because then it'll just fall over and not make a pretty cupcake. This batter is really beautiful. You can actually see the loose tea right in the batter. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna actually bake these at 350 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes. While our cupcakes are baking over here in the oven, let's start on our frosting, the honey ginger frosting. It's going to be delicious. Starting off with butter and cream cheese. We'll just be blending this up. So when you're making the frosting, it's really important that you scrape down the sides of the bowl because if you have little butter chunks in there, you'll be able to see it in your frosting and it's not very pretty. All right, so let's try it again. All right, looks really pretty. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of our grated ginger. Let's bring ginger back into this, you know? The aromatic flavors, perfect. And then we're gonna be adding our honey. Next, we're adding our powdered sugar. This is where it could get messy, so I would do it in parts so you don't get your kitchen dirty. I'm gonna probably put in half. All right, add some more. Beautiful. It smells really good. The ginger. And done. Look at that, so easy. Alrighty, I have let these cupcakes come to room temperature. We want them nice and cool because if I add the frosting on them while they're hot, it's just gonna melt right off. All right, decoration time. I have an offset spatula. You guys can use a spoon at home if it makes it a little bit easier. I like to do a little swirling motion. Never have too much frosting, you know? Voila. So my very first job out of culinary school was making cupcakes. I made them all day long, so, you know, cupcakes are my thing. All right, so next I'm just gonna get some cinnamon as my garnish. Do a little sprinkle right on top. I think it just needs like 1 or 2 little taps. I love just a little something extra on top of our frosting. Perfect. Ooh, these are so cute. I'm serving these chai tea cupcakes with pure leaf iced tea. Both are made with real tea leaves and they pair perfectly together.
Hi, I'm Gail Simmons with Pure Leaf Iced Tea, here to share some great tips on how to get more flavor into your real brewed recipes. Here's a pro tip for extending the shelf life of one of my favorite ingredients. Ginger is great to have on hand. It enhances the flavor of stocks, soups, teas, and even dessert. The best way to use it to make sure it lasts as long as possible is actually to freeze it. You can peel it easily by using the back of a tablespoon and running it gently right along the ginger. The skin should come off really easily and quickly. When you're done peeling, cut it into small pieces, put it in a sealable bag, and put it right in the freezer. It should last for up to 6 months. When you want to use it, just take it out and grate it with something like a microplane. Having it frozen also allows it to grate more easily. I'm grating it right into my honey frosting, and I'm ready to go. The ginger adds a little bit of spice and heat, making this not just your average frosting.